Let's make homemade chicken broth. You know what time it is. It's your boy Hammer Vong, and welcome to Hammer Time Cooking. On today's episode, I get to introduce my newest sous chef, Brian Vong. Say hi, baby. On today's episode, I get to teach you how to make a very special collagen-rich bone broth. Now stay tuned and let's get cooking. Now for the ingredients, we'll need to peel 1 sweet onion, peel 1 shallot. We'll need a lot of ginger peeled and sliced into thin pieces. To make this a rich collagen-based broth, we're going to use some chicken feet and chicken bone carcasses. I spent roughly $6 for the chicken feet and bone carcasses. Okay, all we gotta do is chop off the fingernails of these chickens. We'll do it to all of them so it doesn't look too scary. Now into an empty pot, we'll add in our chicken carcasses and our chicken feet. Now I'm not scared of chicken feet because I usually order it when I go out and eat dim sum. But if you can't handle the chicken feet, you can always replace it with chicken wings. Next, we'll add in enough water to cover up all of our bones. Next, we'll take it over to the stovetop and we're gonna boil our bones for about 20 minutes. Okay, so all we're doing now is adding 1 teaspoon of table salt. Okay, so you can see right here the broth, it's getting super cloudy, so we're gonna do a parboil for this broth right here. Okay, so when it gets to this level, this is when we actually take out the broth. So we'll take it to the sink and we'll rinse it out. Now take the pot and pour it into a clean colander. Now use some water to rinse off any of excess scum or residue on the chicken bones and chicken feet. Clean the pot out and let's do this all over again. Okay, now that the water's boiling, we're gonna add 1/2 tablespoon of salt. And then this is a 1/2 tablespoon of chicken bouillon. Now this is gonna add flavor. Okay. Here we'll throw in our aromatics. We're gonna add in our onion. We're gonna throw in our shallot. It's gonna add a little bit of color and flavor to it. And then we're also gonna throw in a bunch of our ginger. Okay. So this is gonna help infuse the broth. It's gonna give that nice ginger flavor. It's gonna have a lot of nutrients. It's gonna help with inflammation. That's what my mama told me. And that's pretty much it. So we'll let it mellow out for, let's say 4 hours. We'll come back and see how it tastes. And after 4 hours, this is what you get. A nice, clean, collagen-rich chicken bone broth. So I actually got this recipe from my mom. She said it's very important for Nikki to, get in all these nutrients from the chicken broth. The collagen's gonna help with tissue repair and wound healing. The iron and minerals is gonna help with her blood supply. And the ginger's gonna decrease her inflammation. Now this home remedy sounds legit, so, I'm down to do whatever to take care of my wife and my little one. Now we're just separating the bone from the broth. Once I have everything nice and cleaned and strained, we're gonna let this refrigerate overnight. Just be careful to not pour all the hot broth all over the place. And before you store the containers of broth in the fridge, allow it to cool down properly. For food safety purposes, we don't want the broth sitting out longer than 2 hours. So with this recipe, we were able to make a little bit more than 4 32-ounce containers. You can always keep it in the fridge, or if you don't finish it in time, just throw it in the freezer. Okay, so you can tell that it's not like your regular broth. This one is nice and gelatinous almost. So that's all the collagen from the chicken feet. Okay, so watch as I scoop it. You see that? Oh yeah, it looks like chicken broth jello. Oopsie. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna heat it up, and I'm gonna let you guys know what it tastes like. Okay. Ooh, man, that's good. So this broth is super light. It's refreshing. You can really taste the aromatics, right? You got that onion in the background. You can taste a little bit of the shallot, but what really comes through is that ginger. Yeah. And mind you, this is just a broth. So this isn't like a soup, but this is a great base for a soup. You know what I mean? Cheers again, y'all. Hey, I really hope you guys try out this recipe, okay? But if you haven't already, don't forget to hammer that like button, leave a comment, share with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Welcome very much, and I'll see you again next time.